Hello and welcome to Club 5, Episode 2 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you in Serie A. We're playing Gremio at home in the first match of the episode. I'll then play Bragantino in the Copa do Brasil off camera and bring you back for the second match of the episode away in Serie A against Palmeiras. So let's get straight into it, and the team to face Gremio is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Gremio then, and it is new signing Enzo Calderon in goal. So let's take a very quick look at him. As you can see, he's a 3.5 star goalkeeper. So very, very solid acquisition. Really pleased to get him in. He's Argentinian, 23 years old. So definitely here for the long haul. And so moving on, Hadic, Torres, Koza and Carstensen the back four. Max behind Francisco and Paulo Henrique in midfield. It's Santos on the left, Paulo Roberto on the right, and Ryan Francisco up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to justify all the recent praise and put on a real show. I think that's fair enough, so we will point the finger and agree with him. And let's get into the tunnel. How much of a difference does Dionisio Apazzato make to Gremio? He's a fine player for sure. More important, how the team performs as a whole. How do you intend to seize the initiative against an opponent who prefer to dominate possession? We come down to fine margins. I want to keep things going, and let's go out there and do it. So as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things go, and then after that we will make any alterations we need to. As you can see, our opponents are immediately above us in the league table, so this is a massive match that we absolutely cannot afford to lose, and a win will be absolutely priceless. And it is Max with the goal kick to Vinicius. Redondo to Aldemar. It's played into Chamba. Robert to Chamba. Played inside and cut out by Koza, who has given the ball away. And we're under some pressure again. Rogerio to Vinicius. Into Apazzato. Chamba again has lost out to Paulo Henrique, and it's been immediately coughed back up again. It's got very, very scrappy, and they've come into our penalty area. It's cut back and laid off to Robert, who gives Gremio the lead, and that is not what we needed. So we're going to have to go attacking. We're going to have to demand more. And I think we may need to consider a tactical change, because we are now down to 5th in the league and miles off the top 2. Okay, we only need to finish in the top 5. But as you can see, we've got absolutely no margin at all between us and Flamengo, so we cannot afford to be losing games like this, and we need to do something about it. So I am going to demand more. Santos is having a nightmare on the wing. Beyond that, everyone else is playing okay. Francisco in midfield's not playing great. So those two probably are going to be the half-time changes. It's only half an hour gone. So it's premature to be talking about half-time changes. But at the moment, those are my thoughts. As Redondo plays it forward, we've won it back. And Paulo Roberto is in and hits the post. Massive opportunity not taken. And Paulo Roberto should have hit the target from there. 33 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to Gremio. And yeah, I think we are absolutely looking at tactical changes as well as personnel changes at half-time. So let's get to half-time, 1-0 down. We haven't had a shot on target yet, which is mega disappointing. Demand more. And I think there's the halftime whistle. What was that? That was awful. I'm going to use my trusty Bayern 4-3-3. And as always, I'm going to change that fullback to a wing-back. And other than that, we're good to go. In fact, we're going to go attacking as well. And then we'll make those personnel changes. So, Francisco off and Eliabe on. Paulo Roberto off. And Leandro on. And also Francisco in midfield for Diego Fuba. And Thiago Koza for Kai Almeida. So 4 changes and a tactical switch. Let's see if we can get back into the match. So demand more. The one thing I'm not going to do is blame the debutant Calderon. He's playing okay at the moment. It's not easy for him when the rest of the team aren't performing to the max for him. But he's done all right. So we won't be blaming him. So that's played forward to Robert. And our opponents are in again and they've scored again. Gabriel Cell makes it Sao Paulo 0, Gremio 2. And now we're going to berate. And the final change, I'm not going to make yet, obviously. It's far too early. But more than likely it's going to be one of Paulo Enrique and Max. But at the moment, Santos is having in fact, Santos is going to come off now. And we'll bring on Sergio. We will fire up the lads. And hopefully in the last half an hour they can at least get back into the match, because this has been woeful. Only 1 shot on target. Gremio have only had 3, but 2 of them have ended up in the back of our net. And the last 20 minutes is almost upon us, and we've not laid a glove on them yet, which is utterly disappointing. So we're going to demand more. I'm not going to go very attacking. That's, I think, a recipe for disaster, even at 2-0 down. In fact, no, hang it. 15 minutes to go. Let's go very attacking and see if we can at least get a goal back. And I'll drop back to attacking if we do. But into the final 10 minutes, still trailing by those 2-0. And not a sign of a goal coming, so demand more again. And now I'm going to have to lower the bar and say, let's just get a goal back. We're not going to equalise, never mind win the game. And in fact, even getting a goal is going to be beyond us. Carstenson's throw in to Paulo Enrique, to Almeida, and Hadic, Diego Fuba, and it's given away. Goalkeeper clips it forward. We've won the header. Carstensen drives forward, gets to the byline, pulls it back to Leandro, who gives the ball away. Almeida into Leandro. It's laid off to Diego Fuba, and we do have a goal back. And it is Sao Paulo 1, Gremio 2, and we've got 3 minutes of added time to find an equaliser. It's not going to happen. And that 3 minutes is up. There's the full-time whistle. Sao Paulo 1, Gremio 2. I'll play the Copa do Brasil game off camera, and I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, well, following the defeat in the opening game of today's episode, we managed a comfortable win off camera to reach the Copa do Brasil final, and now we face Palmeiras away in the second match of today's episode. And the team for this one is Kanzian in goal, back four Hadic, Almeida, Koza and Carstensen, Max behind Francisco and Paulo Enrique in midfield, Enrique on the left, Leandro on the right, and Ryan Francisco up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to make this all about the fans, and let's do that. So we'll pump the fists and agree with our assistant manager's assessment, and let's get into the tunnel. It's Derby Day. How much do you look forward to taking on your local rivals? Tremendous occasion. How much pressure is there on you ahead of such a big match? Rather have pressure to succeed than nobody care. Do you ever fear the intensity and pressure of this kind of match will adversely affect the players? If the supporters can provide sort of an extra 10%, they usually do, we'll be in a great position. So let's get out there and see if we can do it. And as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things go. As you can see, we've dropped down to 6th in the league. Absolutely crucial that we get something out of this match, preferably the win over the league leaders Palmeiras, who look absolutely nailed on to win the league. But if we can put a spoke in their title aspirations, that would be delightful. And we've actually had the better of it so far, as Vazquez plays it forward, Santos back to Rice, Santos to Vazquez, Rice into Alex, up to halfway, and Mazinho. They've gone backwards, and Santos to Vazquez, Santos to Catelli into Mazinho, and this time they go forwards quite quickly. Naldinho crosses it in, and Mazinho has it in the back of the net. There is a question mark of offside. I'm not sure, in all honesty, and I'm right to be not sure. The goal's given. It's Palmeiras 1, Sao Paulo 0. So we need to demand more. And we need to get back into the match as quickly as we can. We started well, but it's faded badly. And things are not going according to plan at the moment. But and that's given away. And that's a bit of a lunge. And Max has been red carded. And we're down to 10 men. We're a goal down, a man down. And I'm going to have to just stick with the formation we've got and go attacking. Got no choice. So we'll confirm the changes. And hopefully we can find a way back into the match. Hadic is having a poor game at left back. We don't have an alternative to Carstensen at right back. So Hadic is going to come off at half time. And Ryan Francisco, who's usually really reliable, is also having a nightmare. So he's going to be the second player to come off at the break. And now I just want to get the half-time at 1-0 down, have a word with the lads and see if we can pull something out of nothing. But 38 minutes on the watch, it's 1-0 to Palmeiras still, and it looks like we're not going to get anything. So just waiting for the halftime whistle. We've got a highlight. Thiago Coza has given it away, but Francisco wins it back and then gives it away. Vasquez back to his goalkeeper Ramos. Finds Michel. And that's a dangerous tackle from Enrique. He's got away with it. Feeds Ryan Francisco. It's out to the right for Carstensen. Henrique shoots. Paulo Henrique scores. And out of nothing, it's 1-1. And now, the question is what I do at half-time. As Vasquez takes the corner, it's crossed in, header away. Not convincingly away. Vasquez into the box for Alex. And the shot's deflected past the keeper. It's an own goal off Carstensen. And Palmeiras lead 2-1. So there is the halftime whistle. Palmeiras 2, Sao Paulo 1. Disappointed. And we're going to need to make some changes. So Ryan Francisco's coming off for Eliabe. We're going to take Hadic off. In fact, I'm not. Hadic is improved. In fact, I will. He's rapidly tiring. So we'll bring Roberto on. And let's also get you off as well, Leandro, and bring on Sergio. And I think that's it. I think we have to make 3 changes, get out there for the second half, demand more, and hopefully we can find a way back into the game. Naldinho comes forward, plays it in, but Almeida wins it back. Kanzian gives the ball away. Cantel back to Michel. Naldinho to Michel, all the way back to the keeper. And Ramos plays it forward. Catel to Naldinho. And Naldinho forced backwards. Catel to Michel. Luigi, and we briefly had it back, but they've turned it over, and Mazinho finds the back of the net, and it looks like it's 3-1, but this time the referee does come to our aid, disallowed for an offside against Mazinho. And question is, where am I going to make the changes? Kai Almeida or Thiago Coza actually is struggling a little bit. We'll bring on Andre. And beyond that, I think I'm going to take Enrique off. And we'll bring on Cawa Santos. And yes, I've made all my changes with only 55 minutes on the watch. dangerous, but we are 2-1 down and we have to get back into the game somehow. So I've got to roll the dice. As Cattell is dispossessed, but Luigi picks up the loose ball. Mazzinho into Luigi, and this time it is 3-1. And it looks like game over. Yes, I'll make the changes. And we are all over the place at the minute. The red card has definitely been the killer. But in general, we've not played that well. Kanzian's having a nightmare in goal when we needed him to come up big for us. He hasn't. The free kick into the box. Sergio with the header. It's in the back of the net, but the referee's arm's in the air for an offside. He's been overruled by VAR though, and it is Palmeiras 3, Sao Paulo 2. We're back in it. Can we go on and get the equaliser? Let's encourage now. And see if we can get that third goal to win an unlikely point. Stats-wise, we don't deserve it. But stats count for nothing in a derby. And in fact, in pretty much any match, if you don't take your chances, you don't win. So if we can get one more chance and take it, we will get a very unlikely point. Almeida into Enrique, who's been dispossessed. Alex comes forward and shoots. And Kanzian with the save might have redeemed himself. He's up to a 6.5. Alex's ball in, header away. Luigi, and the highlight comes to an end. So I am going to encourage again. It seems to have had a positive effect last time. As soon as I can, I'll deliver that message. But unless it comes soon, it's not going to be worth doing. So there is the encourage. And they're happy with it. So can we get that equaliser out of nowhere? And potentially salvage our top 5 aspirations. 5 minutes to go, still losing by 3 goals to 2. And it looks unlikely at this stage, but you never know. Juninho's throw-in, gets it back into the area for Mateus, and he's dispossessed. Falls to Vasquez though. Vasquez holds it up, takes it to the corner flag. Cattell to Andre Santos, sprays it out to the right. Juninho plays it against Santos. We get it clear, but Michel has it for our opponents. Finds Rice. Vitor Rice plays it back to Michel. Goes all the way back to the keeper. It's played forward. And Cartelli to Andre Santos. And it's through the keeper's legs by Mateus. And that's 4-2 and game over. If this isn't disallowed. But it is. And it remains in the melting pot. There is 6 added minutes to go. And right, let's demand more. I think I hit the wrong button by mistake. And that hasn't worked according to how I wanted it to. But actually, it's gone down well with the lads. But time has run out and it finishes Palmeiras 3, Sao Paulo 2. I will be back in a moment to show you the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the league table, and as you can see, we've played 27, won 12, drawn 7, lost 8. we've got 43 points. So we are clinging on to the top 7. 6th and 7th go into a playoff to qualify for continental competition, whereas the top 5 go in automatically. So we obviously want a top 5 finish. And let's take a look at when we're going to come back. And I think what I'm going to do, given the drop-off in form, I am going to show you the Copa do Brasil final. So I'll bring you both legs of that on the next episode. So I'm just going to play the one match off camera, and in the next episode we'll be away in the first leg of the Copa do Brasil final, and then at home in the decisive second leg. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.